as we see Redlands come back to position. A very long discussion had by coach Greg Seaton Lonsdale. And comparatively, the instructions must have been very short from Aaron Rogers, the Morningside coach. They were out in positions early. All to do, the Bombers, 5 points adrift at Esplen Oval. Elimination final. There is no tomorrow for the loser. The winner will have the pleasure of going to Fankhauser Reserve next week to take on Southport in one of the semi-finals, while Esplen and the Brisbane Lions will do battle to see who can go straight through the grand final. Last quarter about to get underway. Mark Kennedy here on NEAFL TV with Jared Field. The umpire puts it down. Not quite the best bounce to start us off. I was looking for that big crescendo to get us going, but we'll have it back in the middle and he'll throw it up instead. And away we go again. Hunter and Wild was no clear possession there. Cars is in there. So is Shelton. Again, on report he was in that third quarter. And that is Shelton getting the free kick. He gives it off to Spackman, been very good. He rifles one forward to Russ. Gets it back again from 50 he goes. And just dodges the kick away. And it was Jones that gets it and goes to Zufa, who in turn quickly to Salter. Just on defensive 50 and goes out there and finds Stephen on the far side, defensive half forward.
Stephen with the footy, just holding it up, looking for the right option. Goes up the line. And it's a good grab there. It's Rogerson for Redlands. Just forward to centre wing, on the left. Down here looking for Pullman. Well done there by Clark. Just cut that off and punched it out of bounds. Good defensive play, Morningside. So they find their feet early in this first quarter. Morningside starting with Wilbers in the ruck, and Redlands are going with Hunter, interestingly enough. Reynolds on the bench. Hunter takes the front spot. Ball spills down. Good hands there from Morningside. Evans couldn't pick it up. Ball smashed forward in the Pullman direction. Pullman gets goal side. Can't hang on to the footy. He's got men all around. He turns around, does the big U-bolt. Chops it over the top. And Tomlinson on the absolute last line of defence takes a saving mark. Chips to Clark. Inside defensive 50. Clark coming outside. Looks for Smith and finds him. Defensive half-back. Members side of the ground. Here's Henry Joyce. Turns onto the left, plays on, nothing forward for him. Holds up the footy, goes on the left, looking for Upton. Upton and Boone, well done Boone, gets it out of bounds. It's the battle between the defences at the moment, Kanga.
Both doing well. Ball thrown in again. Half forward for Morningside. Spackman was in there, couldn't quite take it on this occasion. Cars was underneath there, looked like he had his head sat on. Boone gets it from one red head up towards another in Brewer. With him is Wallen, and right in front of the interchange goes out of bounds. So very close to us here. The margin 5 points, as it was at three-quarter time. Opening exchanges. We have a free kick off the ball against Pullman. And it's against Pullman. This man handling Williams. So Shelton, himself on report, will not take the free kick. Wallen. And the ball will come back yet again, one feels. And Wallen is again, goes backwards once again. Over to Clark. He can move forward, looking for a target inside the square. Finds Tomlinson, and was under pressure. Here's Shelton, goes across the field now. Finds Brown. Brown goes over the top to Henry Joyce. He's away. Gartner in pursuit. Goes inside forward 50 to Brown. There he is mopping up. I thought was Stephen, but taken there. Handball comes in from Logan to McNeese, who sprayed it. Out of bounds on the full. Sprayed one similarly in that third quarter. And it will be Godfrey, the butler, to bring it back in.
Chips inside defensive 50 to Salter. Plays on, puts himself under pressure, and he'll get a free kick downfield here, Redlands. Salter put down by Upton after the kick. So the free kick comes down to Hunter, who's looking to give it off. Kicks up the wing side, and well done Spackman. He's been terrific today. Punches away from Cass. Members side centre wing throw in. Walbers and Hunter to do battle again. Walbers in the Hunter takes front spot. No one gets the hit. Kinch grabs it. Immediately tackled by Godfrey. Cast belts it forward. Ball loose. Clark in the box seat here. Pullman in pursuit. Clark picks it up. Looks across goal. Kicks it inside and misses the target. Brewer picks it up. Runs into an open goal. Brewer and kicks the goal. And Redlands hit the front. Last quarter, we are 5 minutes in. And Redlands, 1 point. It's 8-13, 61 Morningside to the Bombers, 9-8, 62.
Must have been looking into the sun.
Perhaps.
Coming out of defence, and he thought Brewer with the red hair might have been the son. And of course Brewer just took it and beat a tackle, just bustled it forward a little bit. And it was a bad error by the Morningside defence. They haven't made too many, you wouldn't have thought. And we have Redland hit the front. They are kicking with a slight breeze in this last quarter. 8-13, 61. As we see Kinch come away for Morningside. He can go inside forward 50. Looking for a target up there. Can't find it. Reed was the man who got it with the defensive punch. Comes out to the butler in Godfrey. The Masters calling in Pullman. And he's found him. So good hands there. Goes around at half forward. Wheels around. He's got a player free. It is Gartner. Great play there from defensive 50. It started with Reed. Through Godfrey, Pullman, and now with Gartner, who'll take a shot to try and extend the lead to 7 points. Morningside, 8-13, 61. The Bombers, a chance to kick their 10th and go out to 68. If Gartner can kick for his 4th. Comes in.
Got it.
And accurate. The Bombers by 7.
Good finish by Gartner. He's kicked 1 in each quarter. 7 point break here. Morningside need to respond.
It's been a lively performance by Steve Gartner. And despite the best urgings of the Morningside defence, in particular Clark, he's been able to kick 4. Of course, he's been very, very good around the ground too, Gartner, especially when he's gone into the ruck. Adds an extra dimension. And this time we see Reynolds and Walbers. We'll give that one to Walbers. As Evans just getting a hand on it. Working it forward though for Redlands was veering. Here's Pullman around the ball again with Williams. He gets hold of it now. Gets a slight handball up to Rogerson. Can he kick a goal? He can! 2 in quick succession and 3 for Rogerson. Just on that trusty left. 13 points.
Pullman looking super dangerous down here. Every time the ball comes inside 50, he either gets it or creates something. A beautiful kick in for the previous goal to Gartner and then just created the spillage, freed up Rogerson, and he made no mistake from 10 yards out. And they've kicked away here, the Bombers.
I was just watching Pullman go towards as the ball came in initially, and I thought he didn't even see it really come in and only jogged after it. Williams went after it hard. The ball just sat up, which allowed Pullman to actually get back in the contest, and the rest is history. Him to be able to take possession of it, give it off to Rogerson, and away they go again.
Walbers won the hit, followed up with a handball. An ugly-looking left-hand handball there. Kinch gets the footy, gets it forward, smashes it inside 50. Starcevic in front. Bounces in front, he takes possession. Good handball to Spackman from Starcevic. Spackman fires it, goal. There's the answer. What an absolute ripper from Spackman. A beautiful goal. That's his second. And they hit straight back Morningside, as you'd expect. Wow, what a game here we've got, mate. Adam Spackman, second goal, and that pulls it back to 7 points again. 11-8. 74, Redland on the in-glass scoreboard. Lead Morningside, 9-13, 67.
Quality finish by Adam Spackman. He's been in everything, as we talked about, since quarter time. He and Cars have been going head to head. Reynolds over the top that time. Sondergeld's in there, just reaching for it. Shelton's over the top, putting the saddle on him. He says, umpire says, whoa, pull it up. Just pull the reins in, give it to me, and we'll start again. That time it's Walbers. It's it away. Plenty of players around the contest. Kinch is in there. Here's Zuffa. Just bustles it forward up towards Williams and Pullman again. He looks like he's running a bit harder towards this one, does Pullman. Just trying to work it free. Now he's got the run of the ball. Just shook Williams. Gives it across to Thompson. He just tries to burn Tomlinson off. Gives it back to Pullman. Goes on the left, which is smothered now. Up in the air. Chance for the Morningside defence to work through. High tackle to Tomlinson. And advantage paid as we see Spackman kicks it into Boone. Rees is in there, tackle without it. And now Rees will take it for the Redland Bombers. That half forward on this grandstand side here at Esplen Oval.
Rees inboard to the big fella in Reynolds. Left footer. Wheels around onto the trusty left. Inside 50. Kicks straight to his direct opponent in Walbers, who positioned himself beautifully inside defensive 50. Handball out to Wallen. Wallen switches it back to Walbers. Will get it back. Wallen coming across the ground. He's got Logan out here on his own and he finds him. Still inside defensive 50. A terrible kick from Logan. Straight out on the full. And Redlands will take over through Boone. Boone has a footy.
I'll tell you what, if you ever want to see a good close-up of a kicking action, that one, our camera there would have got a great look at it.
Leant back on it because the pressure from Boone was there. Now Boone kicks it into the corridor. It's all Morningside. Clark juggles the mark, not paid. Walbers follows up. Hands to Wallen, to Tomlinson, to Wallen. Goes across the face. Risky kick because Gartner's right there. It's going to come off. They're very lucky there. Well done again from Buntain. Sells the dummy and kicks it inboard. Handball looking for Spackman. Misses the target. Carsters on here. If he can get rid of the footy, he does. Well done though from Joyce. In there. Dishes off. Caught with the footy, Spackman, and we might have a restart. No. Good handball from Ruiz out into space, but intercepted by Brown. Brown with the hands. Shelton. Nothing much to go to here. They just need to hold it up. McNeese. Chip to the top to Brown, and he will plays on the right. Kicks it out in front, and Russ drops what he should have taken. Still got enough time to have a shot, though. And misses to the near side. Well, back to a goal of difference, Mark. And we are about 11 minutes into this final quarter.
So veering now in defence. Don't see much there these days. He's played it half forward. Can release Rees on the wing now. Just gets around his opponent, which is Brown, stands him up. Now looks for the lead. That's Gartner. He can go now. Good athleticism from the big man. Just wobbles around, looking for the right target. Here Pullman. He is, just edging his opponent under the ball with Pullman and takes it. Good call, Jared Field. Could see it coming a mile away.
The big fellas. Three forwards.
I just thought for a second that he wasn't quite in the right drop zone, but the ball just carried a little bit further with that breeze and he could just work his opponent underneath it and take that good mark and look to extend the margin back to an even 2 goals.
Looking for his first too, Pullman.
He's had a couple of shots at goal. One from right in the goal square. He couldn't get over Buntain in the first quarter. Awkward.
Oh.
And it was awkward because it was a point.
Wow.
So, they'll only extend the margin to 7 points.
The co-captain.
13 minutes gone, last quarter. Is that a crucial miss for Morningside as we see Ash Evans with the ball? Gives it out to Joyce. They're still inside forward 50. Now they're outside. Comes up right in front of us. Starcevic just has to stretch those big, long telescope arms up and takes it. We can just about touch him from here. Goes short. Looking for a target and finds Evans. Goes to half forward now, looking for Shelton. Looked like he was held to knee, but the umpire says no. Zuffa looked like he had it. Now wrapped up by Lake. There comes off to Russ. Russ can go over the top to Kinch. He's got an open goal square. He can run in, and it's 1 point the difference.
Tackle pressure.
That's Kinch's third. He got forward, and a mistake by the Redlands defence has seen the pressure come around. They forced a turnover. It's been able to come from Russ. over the top to Kinch, and the easiest of goals, which Redlands will not be happy about. So, 13 or 14 minutes gone, and the Bombers lead by 1. So Morningside 10-14-74, the Bombers 11-9-75.
Gonna have to tighten up on Kinch. He's had on the wing, he's kicked 3. They need to tighten up and stop his influence on the game. Great pressure, forward pressure there though from the Morningside team. Hunter up, give him the hit out. Scrappy in there, Shelton gets a quick kick out. Out in front of Logan, he can't pick it up. Zufa again, wrapped up, spins out, left foot, snap forward, 1-on-1. It's Wallen, gives away the free kick, Wallen, and Rogerson will take it. At half forward, Cass gives him the footy back, Rogerson. Good running from behind the ball, and it's a good grab there to Salter, and he will shoot for goal from 40 metres out. Not much angle to speak of, to try and extend the 1 point buffer. The Grogan medalist, Tom Salter, the co-captain. Can he do what his co-captain couldn't a minute ago and slot one through the big ones? Salter walking in, Starcevic guarding the mark. Goal umpire has not moved, and Salter extends the lead for the Bombers back to 7 points. Good finish from Salter, and we were due for a couple of straight set shots there, Kenga.
Been good kicking this last quarter.
It's his second.
And it is 4 goals won to 2 goals won. So plenty of blemishes early on the scoreboard. But this game is rising in intensity, and it's rising to a grand finish. Who will be the side that stays alive? Redlands hold sway by 7 points at the moment. Ball back in the middle. Here's Hunter. The bounce favoured him, but McNeese is the one that just scrubs it forward. Lake leads it. The bounce doesn't favour him though. Russ hits it over the top though. And ball ends up with Thompson. Goes towards the goal kicker in Salter. Evans is with him there. Plenty of players around the contest, and Reese will be the one that gets the free kick. Advantage was paid. Wasn't too much of it, but ball now with Cars. Approaching half forward. Looking for a target. Goes up to the talls. Looking for Pullman. Clark gets the punch away. Here's Stephen around it. Just wheels around. Looking for a target. And almost finding the big fella in Hunter. McNeese was in there. Coughs it up again. Plenty of players around it. Salter again. Tries to wheel around. Gartner's there. Here's Clark. Now he can pick it up. And Shelton's away from Morningside.
Shelton inside defensive 50. Kicks it out in front of Joyce. He plays on immediately. Kicks it wide. Looking down there. Good contest, but well done there. Here's Williams. Gets around one. He's got a bit of support here with Logan. He gets a footy. He turns inboard. On the left, he's got a loose player on here. Is it Evans at half forward, all on his own, takes the mark inside 50 and will shoot from 45 out directly in front to get it back to a 1 point ball game.
Redlands defence there. I thought they would have had the Morningside player wrapped up there in Logan.
Here's Evans looking for his first for the day. Off to the right-hand side and just makes it through for a point. It does. Okay, we're back to a 6 point ball game. And Zufa to bring it back in. Kick short, Thompson. Thompson with the footy. Can't afford a turnover here. Plays on, has a bounce. Good shepherd from Daly. Thompson out wide, not to the advantage of his opponent, his teammate though, but well done there from Rogerson. Needs to get it out of play. Wallen with the footy. Well done, Wallen. Gets the handball up. Cummins can't pick it up. Handball out. And a good kick inside the Lake, inside 50. This is Rory Lake. He's on the boundary, out of side. Chips in front of the scoreboard. And this is Wilson. Hayden Wilson has kicked 3 for the day already. And will shoot for number 4, Kenga.
So Shelton was in there as well. Just passing it off to ensure that chain has ended up with Wilson.
He's the right man to have it. He's kicked 3. Lining up for number 4 to level the scores. Hayden Wilson kicks across the face of goal. Up they go. Well done by Reed. Good spoil. Smashes it through for a point. Morningside 5 points in arrears, Kenga.
Approaching 20 minutes. Last quarter. Stakes are on the line. Zufa finds Pullman way down from where he usually is at goal. Down the goal side. He'll look for a big target here. Looking for Veering. Just works Tomlinson under the ball. Now they go inside forward 50. Gartner is there, but Buntain reads it better, and he'll go across the ground. He's going to have to be precise here. He's got Wilson on, though. The kick wasn't quite right, but it gets there now. Well trapped. Gives it off to Joyce. Joyce, that kick didn't hit the target. Here's Daly, just feigns, gets around. Scrubby kick, but it goes up towards Veering. Took a big one-hander last week, can't take another one. Just hit off by Spackman to the advantage of Tomlinson. Tomlinson now the ball with Kinch, who got it from Evans. Goes up towards Big Wolbers. Good spoil by Howard. A mismatch in size, but great work there by Howard. Gets it inboard to Pullman. Gives it off to Rees. Rees to Cars by hand. They've got one open in the middle. This is Salter, being very proactive in this last quarter. Goes up towards Gardner. He's got the sit. Can't get over the top, but he keeps his feet in front of Buntain. He's just looking for a target. He's got nothing, but goes backwards very sensibly and finds Josh Veering 40 metres out. And Veering, the veteran, will have a chance to put it out to 11 points.
Well done, Gartner. Gee, that was cool under pressure. Just turned inside, waited for the right option. Veering presented, and he hit him lace out, and he will kick for goal. 5 points up.
Kicked some very big goals at the death last week. Veering against Southport to drag them through to the finals.
Hooked it, Veering. He's hooked it.
Put the mocker on him.
Yes. He's hooked it. It's a goal of difference. Just to let you know, folks, if scores are tied up at the end of the game, it will be 5 minutes plus time on each way. Good kick, Starcevic. This is Russ. This is Lachlan Russ. Members side of the ground. Kicks to centre wing. Not a good kick because he tried to find Wilson, but Pullman got back there, took the mark. Just getting some instructions from the coach as he looks inside there. And the big fella goes to the other big fella in Gartner. They've been very good, these two big boys, in the last quarter, mate.
So Gartner just goes back out from whence the ball came. Finds Howard. Bit early to be trying to settle it, one thinks, with only a goal, the difference. The time is on their side from the point of view that they're in front. Buntain over the top, right in front of us. He just throws a leg at it. There's Kinch, just tried to work it through. Thompson just works his way beautifully through it. Finds Reed, tried to give the quick handball, but only found Morningside's Buntain. Tries to find his teammate in Joyce, but Brewer was right there, wrapped him up. And on the point of the square at half forward for Redlands, we will have a bounce down. Crucial.
Right
stages.
underneath us here, Kenga. I reckon it was out of bounds. They got away with it here, but...
that was
anyway.
Starcevic, just gets it forward. Lake is there. Wallen just does a U-turn. Smartly finds Upton to Shelton to Evans. Are they away here? The handball wasn't a good one. That was Howard, tries to find it and gives it to Zufa, and he just goes bang, back to half forward. And here is Clark, played on, and it was lucky he came out to Spackman. Goes over the top. Here's Wallen again. Just holds the ball up and shimmies and kicks it straight to Brewer. At half back for the Redland Bombers.
Just going to try and keep possession here now, Redlands. Handball back. Zufa kicks it long and high to centre wing. Joyce in the front spot. Can't hold on to the mark. Wallen picks it up. Handball out. Good tackle there on Clark. And it'll be a ball up. Morningside, they need to play urgent footy here. Every time they get a mark or free, Kanga, they've got to play on. Goal down. Will be 23 or 24 minutes gone here. Ball up.
Stoppage.
We've got some man down. Who is it? Is it Joyce?
Yeah, Joyce, Henry Joyce. Looks like cramp to me. So the umpires, you'd think we'll move the ball on here. And away we go. All goes up. Gartner gets it over the top. Just finds a teammate.
Oh, it's got it,
all of a
Bain.
sudden it goes in front of Bain, inside forward 50. Goes up towards Veering. Wasn't quite tackled. Wasn't quite marked there. Gives it off to Thompson. Goes for goal. Just to the near side. Handy point though. Puts it to 7. So Morningside need to score twice to take the game away. This is Russ from the kick out. Goes to Logan. Just works it over the top. Ball out of bounds now. And right in front of us here, we've got a good look at this. And a good look at the faces of the players. Both a bit stressed in the stretches of this game.
Instructions coming thick and fast from the Morningside coach's box. Cast beats Kinch. Looks to give off. Kicks to the dangerous spot. 1-on-1. Pullman can't take it. Could have been in the back. Veering picks up. It's a goal. And I reckon that's the game. Josh Veering. Great spot. Front and square. Crumbs. And the most important thing, Kangaroo, is he finished. And Josh Veering may have put it out of reach for Morningside. First goal of the game to Veering. But well into time on now in this last quarter. And Redlands extend out to a 13-point lead on the in-glass scoreboard. It's 13-11, 89, leading Morningside, 10-16, 76.
Amazing play. The ball was in flight and I was signalling there. I thought Pullman had to sit and he was going to take a strong mark. The defence was good enough to get it to ground, but they certainly weren't good enough to read the beautiful crumbs that Josh Veering could take and kick a goal. And just about put the nail in the coffin for Morningside for season 2013.
Starcevic and Gartner into the ruck. Need a crucial centre clearance here for Morningside. There's not much time left. They must score straight away here. Starcevic up, give it to him. Comes down towards up and Starcevic back in. Gets the kick forward. Hits on, great hit onto Lake. Lake fires on goal. Rory Lake and touched right on the line by Howard. Great defensive work from Howard.
Fantastic work. Howard, one of the best last week, of course. And now Zufa just bombs it straight up the middle. Now it's off to Bain. Tries to get off to the races. Just manages to squeeze a handball out. Here's Lake again. Off to near Cummins there. Also in there was Gartner, being one of the best today for the Bombers. Russ gets it forward towards Shelton. The Shepherds provided, just does a pirouette. Zufa, it was in there as well. Jones, well tackled. Still time here. Morningside desperate. And it's a great tackle and they can have a shot at goal. That's Russ, good forward, pressure. Laid a good tackle. And this is Jaden Russ. He's kicked one, as has his brother, Lachlan. And we'll see if Jaden can add one to pull it back to a straight kick. Comes in. It's coming back. It's there. Still time. Game on. Jaden Russ, his second. And Morningside's 12th. 11th even. I'm wishing for a draw almost. 11-11. 11-17 I should say. I can't add up. I'm so excited. 11-17-83. Redlands 13-11-89. And a grandstand finish, Jared Field.
Starcevic to do battle again with Gartner. They've hit back hard Morningside. Goal of difference. Can't be much time left on the clock. Gartner goes up. Gets the hit. Cast wrapped up. Quick kick forward. Gartner steams through. Well done, Jesse Wallen. Great handball over the top to Kinch. Kinch goes forward. Looking for Tomlinson, but a good saving mark from Tyler Jones. They'll just try and hold the footy now. Morningside kicks out into Brewer and he holds. Godfrey's on. Chip over the top and he holds. Just got to hold possession here, Redlands. No need to be going forwards at all. Just got to kick it to a teammate. Kicks it long, up the line. Looking for the captain in Pullman and a good spoil there from Clark. Gets it out of bounds. Can't be much time on the clock. It's the Bombers by a goal, 89-83. Half forward throw in.
Final minutes. Morningside, they've got the chance to reset here. They'll need to win the contest. Get it out. Here's Russ, the goal kicker. Crucial contest, this one. Good punch by Howard. Wilson, though, gives it off to Upton. He breaks the tackle. Here's a chance of Morningside. Goes out towards Smith and Zuffa. Both good runners, both good athletes. Zuffa just belts it forward. Lake reads the contest. Over the top to Tomlinson. Tomlinson goes to Russ inside forward 50. Play on is the call to Smith. Can he kick a goal to put it level? No. Just goes to the far side. And they need to set the play up here. 5 points of difference. That could have brought it back to scores level. And Zuffa for Redland will bring it back in. Can't be much time left. Plays percentages, goes long. Pullman's there as well. Here's the Butler in Godfrey. Great work here. Thompson's away. Will they seal it here?
Siren.
They need to siren. Redlands win.
What a finish. Well, Josh Smith ran into an open goal at the other end and could have drawn the game, but the kick went across the face and that was enough for Redlands to hang on. What a great game.
Certainly was a great game. Morningside, hands in their heads. They'll be disappointed, upset. They've given it their best, as have Redlands. A magnificent finish. Both
and they've nearly pulled off a great upset here at Esplen Oval. Full of courage, they went in with a 5-point lead at three-quarter time, Morningside, but just couldn't hang on and have gone down by the same margin to Redlands, who go on next week and will take on Southport down at Fankhauser. And Morningside, unfortunately, their year is over. They have got their reserve graders undefeated, Kanga, so they still might be able to get some sort of silverware out of 2013.
tremendous finish here. A 5-point margin. We'll quickly go through the goal kickers. For the victors, Steve Gartner, terrific game by him. Some crucial work, 4 goals. Rogerson kicked 3. Salters kicked 2. Veering 1. Gruel 1. Sondergeld 1. Thompson 1. I think I've got them all for Redlands. And on the Morningside side of things, Kinch and Wilson kicked 3. Spackman kicked 2, as did Jaden Russ. And his brother Lachlan also kicked 1. A magnificent effort by both sides. It truly was the NEAFL TV game of the round for mine. Redlands go on to play Southport next week, who they played last week in the final fixture to make the finals. That'll be down at Fankhauser Reserve. Morningside, unfortunately, will go no further in the NEAFL. And a terrific contest for all concerned. Disappointment for the Panthers, elation for the Bombers. I'm Mark Kennedy. Jared Field has joined me today in what has been a magnificent day.